Hey guys, it's Evan the Cat King, here with another Total Drama What If video. Now today we are doing a bit of a continuation, I guess, of Total Drama Action. What if everybody was in that? And yeah, here it is. But this time we're doing it with World Tour. What if everybody from Total Drama Island was in Total Drama World Tour? So we have all the competitors here. Duncan is still gonna quit, but I have him up here. He'll still return at IC London. We have Sierra and Alejandro still. So the differences here are Eva and Trent have joined Team Amazon. Justin, Katie, and Sadie have joined Team Chris, and Beth and Jeff have joined Team Victory. I looked at who I thought would get the best dynamics in which team, so I decided that's where I put them. Specifically, Trent, Justin, Jeff, and Beth were very easy to pick for me, but then I decided to throw Eva, Katie, and Sadie around. So here we go. This is it where we'll just get right into it. Walk Like an Egyptian Part 2. Part 1 doesn't matter. Just Duncan quits the game. I would put him there, but I mean he's gonna return anyway, so I put him up where he is gonna return. But in this one, Ezekiel will end up losing the stick in the end, and that will result in everybody voting for him. And Ezekiel is once again gonna be the first person eliminated, just like always. Super happy, crazy, fun time, Japan. This challenge will once again have Harold losing the challenge with his samurai commercial. Then Alejandro will convince Harold to sacrifice himself like a samurai. This is another similar one. Beth and Jeff wouldn't really be too much help in that one. Trent and Eva might help Cody and Sierra to make theirs even better than it was before, but I don't know. Who knows? And then what's Justin, Katie, and Sadie gonna do? They have the combined together combined. They have barely one brain. That's. Anyways, anything you can't do, I can do better. This episode will be different, unlike in the original. Now that Jeff is here with Bridget, I think that obviously Bridget won't kiss Alejandro. She won't be tempted by it because she has Jeff there instead of to be there. So that means she won't get stuck to the pole as well, and that means that Team Victory will get everybody and win the challenge, leading to Team Amazon voting someone off. Now, I think this means they will vote out Eva for being a psychopath, because that's just that's just how things go here. They might keep her around for challenge sakes, but I think that they've got enough strength in people like Sierra and Trent, I guess, but either way. Broadway, baby! Originally, nobody gets eliminated in this episode, but because it was for a reward. But now that everybody's here, someone's gonna have to get eliminated. Now, like in the original, Heather will sabotage Alejandro's team, so Team Chris is really, 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 really hot. We'll have to vote someone off. This will result in Sadie going home here. Sadie got her run alone on island, so this time Katie can get a run by herself on island. Plus Sadie is a bit, I guess who knows, maybe they'll have another dodgeball challenge and they can use Katie's absolute OP. Yeah, but yeah, after we have the aftermath episode, who cares? Slap Revolution. Now here we have the episode where Lashana got eliminated originally. We'll give 3 people for each team. We'll say Sierra, Heather, and Trent for Team Amazon. Then Alejandro, Owen, and Justin for Team Chris. And then and finally we'll have DJ, Jeff, and Lashana for Team Victory. In the end, I think Team Victory will still lose, and I think they would vote out DJ because he falls off right away, and he's really sad, and he kind of wants to go home so he can stop hurting animals in the end. So that's what I'm gonna go with here. The Amazon race. This episode will be relatively similar because Team Amazon will still get lost in the woods. This means they will lose. Plus, Team Victory will win because Alejandro leaves Owen behind. Now, for the elimination, I think that Gwen would get Cody, Trent, and Courtney on her side, and they would all vote off Heather with her. I think that she could easily get Cody and Trent specifically to join her. And I think at this point in time, Courtney, while she's mad at Gwen for the whole situation, in the challenge in this episode, I think that she would go with those three and vote out Heather. Thus also creating a bit of a group alliance of 4 here. Can't help falling in love. Now here I think Team Victory will win because originally Lindsay would have won if it weren't for DJ crashing into the statue. But with more people helping, then they will finish it. And plus DJ isn't even here. Okay, I was being an idiot when I was writing down notes for this because I thought that DJ was still here, but no, he's not. So they will win because Lindsay would have literally won the whole challenge by herself if it weren't for DJ crashing into the statue. So now with extra hands, they can easily win this challenge. So yeah. This means that Team Amazon once again loses and has to send someone home. Now, I think that the group of 4 from before will decide to stick together and work to get rid of Heather, and they're all kind of annoyed with a certain someone, and Sierra goes home. They'll help out Cody because and plus Sierra's just really annoying. New kids on the rock. Well, Team Amazon is having a hard time because, well, they're gonna lose again after they see Duncan and fall way behind until the challenge is over. This means that Gwen, Trent, and Cody would probably work together to vote out Courtney. So, Courtney is gone here. Now, Jamaica me sweat. Well, here Izzy will still get injured at the beginning and end up going home because of that. So Izzy is going to stay getting eliminated. But of course the challenge will continue. For the challenge, Alejandro should still sabotage the track and make the Team Victory lose, even though they do have more people and it's not just DJ. Okay, I keep... And then in this situation, I think that Lashana will sadly go home because, well, she doesn't really have any allies right now. You could say that maybe she'd join one of the 2 duos to try and vote someone out, but I don't know. Again, I don't know I screwed up. When writing down the notes, I didn't actually do good with this. I put DJ down for getting eliminated both here and here, and now another aftermath. Who cares? I see London. Now for this challenge, we'll need to look at the people who weren't here in the original. Now I think that Katie and Justin are not going to be too much help in this challenge. Because, well, Katie seems like someone who scares easy, and I see Justin being like Heather and not doing any of the dirty work. Now, Team Victory has Bridget and Jeff, who will probably wander off together and get caught, while Lindsay and Beth will be decent, but probably won't be Owen and Noah. They worked they were able to do decent in the train episode. in action, so they should maybe be able to do a decent job in this. So, but either way, they aren't going to be Noah and Owen. Of course, Tyler and Alejandro get out in the exact same spots and everything. Then with these three, I think Trent and Cody would just follow Gwen around because, well, they're sips. Yeah, they're like her pets. They'll just follow her around. So this means that Team Amazon will win and get the reward of Duncan joining their team. I think that in this universe, Duncan will join Team Amazon rather than Team Chris because Team Amazon has less people, the least amount of people right now. And Team Chris will have Noah and Owen catch Jack the Ripper, making Team Victory actually be the losers. Now, I think that it will be a tiebreaker between Jeff and Beth. And that leads to, in the end, I see Jeff winning most tiebreakers, so that's my thoughts on this. Beth will get eliminated here. Grease's Pieces. Now, this time we have 3 teams competing in the Olympics challenge. This will be fine. The people to compete in the first challenge is Duncan, Tyler, and Jeff. Jeff wouldn't really want Bridget or Lindsay going in there. He's nice enough to try not to have them face the weird bear thing, so. Also, there was the kiss in this season. Duncan and Gwen do end up kissing, but Courtney's gone, so there won't be really much of a love triangle, I guess. I don't know how that will work, but yeah. Now, that means that Team Victory will get the point here. Jeff will probably beat both Duncan and Tyler. Because Duncan is at a disadvantage with the singing and the chef, and Tyler would 100% get beaten up by the bear thing. So that leaves Jeff to win the challenge. Tyler is just a screw up, and Duncan is he's poor Duncan. He's getting whipped by a towel and crap. Now for the fighting challenge. Team Victory has, well, Bridget and Lindsay because they don't have Jeff anymore. This is going on at the same time as the bear maze challenge thingy mabobber. Yeah. Team Chris can have Owen and Katie, I guess. Yeah. And then, because, well, Noah's weak, Justin doesn't want to get beaten up, and Alejandro is busy. I don't know what he's doing. And then that leaves Team Amazon to have Gwen and Trenton, because they're not sending Cody in there. No way. I think that this will lead to Owen still winning and getting 2 points in the end here. So, yeah. Now, time for the final challenge, being the hurdles, which will be Alejandro, Bridget, and Cody. Cody hasn't done anything yet. Bridget is probably the most, best at hurdles out of these 3 I see, and Alejandro, well. So Alejandro will win because he won't have Heather there to antagonize. He will make it to the end first and make Team Amazon once again send someone home. Now this leads to Cody going home, sadly, because, well, he probably screwed up the hurdle challenge, and Chris is on Duncan's side when it comes to a tie, and this is what that would be, because Trent and Cody vote for Duncan, while Duncan and Gwen vote for Cody. So sorry to all the Cody fans out there. I wish he could win this or anything. I don't know. The X-Files. I think that Team Chris will lose in this challenge, whether Team Victory is here or not. In the end, they don't have Duncan to get them out of the alien face hugger situation. Also, they failed to get their item to Chris anyways, so they have to go through the whole challenge twice if they want to be lucky enough to beat Team Victory. Then Alejandro will get Tyler, Justin, and Katie to help him vote out Noah, sadly. Because they are all against Noah and Owen. Alejandro has his little idiot army here. He's I feel like him and Justin can be relate to one another. Katie's probably entranced by him like usual. I don't know. And then Tyler, well, he's on his side anyways. And then of course in the IC London, Noah and Owen were Noah was talking how he doesn't trust Alejandro, so Alejandro would target him. Now, picnic at Hanging Dork. I think that Team Chris should be safe here no matter what because they beat Team Amazon originally. Anyways, this is about if Team Victory can beat Team Amazon. Now, I think that Gwen, Trent, and Duncan can beat Jeff, Bridget, and Lindsay. So that means that Team Victory loses, and they vote out Lindsay because, well, it's Bridget, Jeff, and Lindsay. Who you think's gonna get eliminated here? Lindsay's gone. She made it further this time. Sweet and sour. Here we go with the Viking challenge. Now this is all about the actual boat fight. Now this time it will just be the last team standing wins, and the first boat that sink loses. The first boat that sinks votes someone off. Now, I think that Team Victory and Amazon will probably work together to try take out Team Chris. Now, I think they will successfully sink their boat, but Owen will do what he did in the original and take out one of the teams that I think they would target, Team Amazon. Now, Team Chris will have to vote someone out because they lose, but, yeah. And they will vote out Owen, even though he made the big sacrifice thing. They still vote him out. He's a threat in the later game. They're getting to the later game now. I mean, they're literally on the merge. I mean, they wouldn't know. They would have to assume that the merge is coming up, especially speaking that there are like only 10 of them left. Yeah, there was only 10 of them left, but. So now we do, in fact, we are onto the merge. There are 10 people left in the game, so yeah. Niagara Brawl. Now it's impossible to know what the duos would be, but I made duos that I think are fun. Now Gwen can go with Trent, because she's currently in a weird relationship with Duncan, so that's funny. Bridget gets Alejandro. Bridget and Alejandro. This is gonna be where the whole start of the Alejandro Bridget saga starts. Originally it started right from the beginning, and yes. But yeah. Now Blaney will get Jeff because, well, that's they were both involved in the aftermath stuff, so now having her try to bring out that eviler side to him could also be an interesting storyline. Katie gets Duncan, and Tyler gets Justin. Yeah. Now, Duncan will be distracted by Trent and Gwen. Alejandro will screw up on purpose. Jeff will get annoyed by Blaney, and Tyler and Justin are idiots, so the winners are Trent and Gwen. It doesn't, yeah, so, I think Gwen, Trent, and Duncan vote for Alejandro, Jeff and Bridget vote for Blaney votes for Bridget, and Alejandro, Justin, Tyler, and Katie vote for Jeff. Jeff is gone here. I think that currently Alejandro wants Jeff gone. He wants to screw with Bridget, not in a weird way, no, not in a way, like, he wants to manipulate her. So he wants Jeff out of the situation, so he's gonna get rid of him here. Chinese fake out. This challenge is all about who can eat food well. This ends with Gwen winning invincibility because she is able to deal with both the brunch of disgustingness and the prison challenge in action. Now, Blanley is gonna be an idiot and try to make a deal with Alejandro and get rid of Bridget. So he tells Bridget, because he spent the whole previous episode manipulating her during the challenge. Plus, this will also put a more nicer picture of him in her mind, because it'll make it look like he's more trustworthy than maybe she thought he was. And then this leads to Bridget, Gwen, Trent, and Duncan vote Blaney, while Alejandro, Justin, Tyler, and Katie vote for Duncan, meaning it'll be a tie and both Duncan and Blaney get out. Alejandro decides to target Duncan because he made it to the finale in the previous season. He could very well be good at challenges. Plus, he's very suspicious over him and Gwen. African Lying Safari. Actually, Tyler told him about Duncan and Gwen. Yeah. Now, this episode has Alejandro being a manipulative shrew again, after he's been working hard to manipulate Bridget, and she wants Justin gone because of his actions in action. So he decides to help her with that. He throws Justin in the way of Ezekiel and wins the challenge, and then he joins Bridget and gets rid of Justin. He joins this little group of three there for a second, putting himself a bit more on the good side of both groups. Rapafui, or just maybe turning on his own duo. Okay, this whole episode comes down to the Condor climbing challenge at the end of the episode. Now, the only person here that I have a reason for them to win is Gwen. That I have because she won the climbing challenge against DJ in season 1. So that's what I'm going with. There's really no other way of telling who would win this. I mean, none of these people really have any special skills for winning it. I don't know. Maybe Bridget, she's kind of nice to animals, but I don't know. Either way, Gwen's gonna win. So now, I think that Alejandro will target Trent, and with Katie and Tyler, he's got an easy tie. But Bridget will join him as well and cause Trent to go home. Sadly, Bridget turns to the dark side a little bit. She thinks that Alejandro... It's actually more probably like Alejandro manipulating her, thinking that... Alejandro saying that he'll bring her to the finale, while Trent and Gwen will only help themselves out and take her to the final 3 before getting rid of her. So, yeah, it's a more manipulation. Drumheller. Here we go. We have Tyler here to win the challenge because it's about digging, and he has shown that he has strong fingers or whatever. This means Gwen is open to getting eliminated, so Alejandro takes it. Gwen has been a bit of a challenge beast in this season. I'm pretty sure she's won every challenge. She's won 4 out of the past. She won 3 out of the 4 challenges that she was 3 out of the 5 challenges she was a part of in the merge. So she's been very tough and stuff. Aftermath episode now. Planes, trains, and hot air mobiles. This episode I have a plan, because originally there were only 3 people here. Now there are 4. With it in this episode, technically nobody actually got out from the actual challenge because it ended with Alejandro and Cody tying. So, here, the race will result in 1 elimination, and the second and third places fight in the tiebreaker thing with the fire and the dual sticks and whatever to face whoever wins in the finale. So here we go. Katie loses the race because, well, she's been surviving on the fact that there hasn't been a single purge challenge, I guess is what it's called. And yeah,
So she's gonna lose here. Katie made it to the final four. How that happened, she was able to kind of just slip on by through the challenges. By the time the first elimination was Sadie, but by the time they lost again, at that point Noah and Owen had firmly opened themselves up to be Alejandro's targets, so that left her to be. Plus, she was an ally of Alejandro's, and he decided to bring her along. So yeah. And the winner will be Tyler, who lucks his way into the finale. This means that the battle is between Alejandro and Bridget, and this results in the finale being between Alejandro and Tyler. Tyler's gonna face Alejandro in the finale. He's gonna beat him up and win the whole thing in the canon of this season. The non-canon is Alejandro being a big old jerk. I don't know. But anyways, guys, that is this is my opinion of what would happen if everybody was in Total Drama World Tour. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like always, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. See ya next time. Bye.